Okay, I am with Donny. A rare win away at CB Hounslow today. I think 3 games in the past we've lost 1-0, 1-0 and probably 1-0 again. Today obviously we turned up, picked up a 1-0 win.
Yeah, great result today. The last results you spoke about, that's in the past now, isn't it? So we're a different beast. So yeah, great result today.
Preparations were a little bit hurt, shall we say, with 4 players. I'm not sure how many would have been in the starting lineup, but I'd imagine a couple of them turning up a little bit late.
Yeah, a few of them got stuck on the motorway. Had a bit of a struggle getting there to the journey, but that's what the squad's for at the end of the day. And if we keep banging on about how strong our squad is, then we're supposed to come through things like this, which we did today.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. When you look at the side we started with, if you'd have said at the start of the season this is going to be your first choice 11, you'd have been like, yeah, happy days.
You take that, yeah, you would, yeah. When we made those changes, and to be fair, we wasn't forced, but we do have a policy where we expect everyone to be on time and stuff like that. So we had to follow that through, and the boys that were here and followed the instructions, they got their start. So
yeah, you say you have the policy that if you're not there on time, then you don't start. You can't be making sort of allowances for individual players, otherwise it sets a bad tone.
That's right, that's correct. Yeah.
Cool. First half, they were quite lively, kept getting the ball in behind us out wide to their number 7, who was rapid. But once we overcome that, I think we grew into the game and probably deserved the win.
Yeah, I think we started. Well, they started tentatively, so they were just looking to go over the top all the time, and it's quite effective. You're right. Once we nullified that, I don't think they had much after that. We didn't concede in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, which is a great positive. So yeah, overall to come away to play, a good surface to play on as well. I think we've done well.
Yeah, I mean we had a few chances first half, didn't we? Marlon brought a good save with his legs out of the keeper. Ness had a decent free kick, really well saved.
Yeah.
On the flip side, I think they probably had a nailed on penalty, didn't they?
Controversial, I can't say. Yeah, do you know what? To be fair, I think. But then, in saying that, I think we had a nailed on penalty as well, which evened it up. If you wanna think about it like that. But those decisions, they go for or they go against you. And today they went for us. So.
Yeah, we're going to throw in the cliche. It'll even itself up as the season goes on.
Yeah.
Second half, we made a change. Dropped Allen back into the centre half position. Brought Asa into the centre midfield role, and it seemed to sort of transform the side.
Yeah, the thinking behind that at the time was, with Adam and Fazza at the time, I think he was playing a little bit too high. So if we did lose possession of the ball, albeit our fault, we was a bit. That's kind of what gave them the counter attack sort of thing. So I think putting Asa in there and dropping him a little bit deeper, and then Adam at centre back, which I thought he was excellent. He played, you come very well in the second half. Yeah, it definitely changed the dynamic in that.
Yeah, I mean there's arguments for Adam's best position being centre half. I mean, he won't like us saying that, but you look at his games when he's played at centre back.
Adam can play anywhere on his day. I think the last game he played, he was absolutely superb in midfield. You would never take him out of midfield, but then he slots into centre half, and then you wouldn't take him out of centre half as well. So he's a headache all over. A very good headache at that. And
finally, starting to show what Adam is about. Really, I mean, on his day, he should be up there with the best players in the league.
Definitely. He's he's got no choice when he looks from left to right around him. The players, the quality there's people chomping at the bit to take his place. So it's got to bring the best out of him, which it does. So
yeah,
pleased with that.
You've got to be pleased with the goal. It was a nice little move, nice set up from Marlon. Didn't panic when he got through on goal. Decided to check back, set up Nez. Lovely little ball into the area. Great header by Josh.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, very good goal. I think Marlon today was excellent. He didn't get on the score sheet, but his work rate was phenomenal. And to be fair to him, that's his minimum. That's the minimum he expects to work that hard. And it does go undetected because as a striker, you just see your name in headlights all the time. But today he was very important in his work ethic, in the position he played in his work. So I'm pleased for Marlon as well.
Cool. Defensively, second half we were solid. I can't recall them really having many chances or many things that made Ollie scramble at all. But when he was called upon, obviously his handling was decent, especially right at the end when they've thrown one into the mixer and he's come and claimed it, and the whistle's gone straight after. So you must have been pleased with that as well.
Yeah, like I said, I think the only sort of threat they had was the guy up front was very quick, but they didn't come through the midfield once. So he was like, he was void sort of thing. And the right side, once we'd worked that out, I don't think they had a game plan after that. So it was pretty much straightforward there on in. So a clean sheet, we worked it out and we got a clean sheet out of it. So yeah.
Cool. We move on to next week, and that's obviously the big one. AFC Uckfield away in the last 64 of the FA Vase. Be a tough game. They're on good form. They've won their last 2 without conceding. I think scored quite a few goals in the process. Meant to be a good, strong, powerful side. So it'll be a good test.
Yeah, good testing. Yeah, it's a league sideways sort of thing. So good in like you're right, physicality. How do we come through that? Yeah, every game's a test for us. So yeah, we can't wait for it to bring it on.
Cool. Thank you very much, Dom.